get you wet. That's a big old fact. That's a big old fact. Big old.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our first episode of Big Facts with me, your host, Jake Hershey, sitting here with two of my favorite riders in the whole game, Elliot Arnold, Zack Martin. Boys, how we doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah. Got your smoothie, starting the day right.
Oh, yeah.
It's about noon here, but, you're just getting ready to go. Elliot, what's good?
Just hanging.
Just hanging.
Chilling.
Got the car in the shop.
Yeah.
Getting ready for a trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the first thing I want to talk about today is the coalition, the whole competition, the trip, what it was about, because you guys were there, obviously in it, Elliot riding in it, Zack doing a lot of the filming for one of the videos. And honestly, you guys both killed it, and I was impressed. It was an awesome competition. So, Elliot, what was it like?
It was fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty nuts. Like a lot of partying and shit.
Partying.
A lot of drinking, a lot of filming.
Nice.
A lot of scooting.
Just getting stuff
Getting
done.
hurt.
Yeah.
It was chill.
Yeah, I mean, you had like some of the best riders in the world there filming and throwing down. Zack, you were behind the lens.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like?
Dude, it was like a crazy experience. Like, even though I couldn't ride, I don't know, I still made the most of it, and I was like not expecting like that. Like, the coalition party, of course, was just like super intense and like just like went off. Like, It was wild. But like, I don't know, it's like having like other dudes from like other countries like come together and like having like the whole scooter scene, like some of like the Ross dudes all together for like a contest, like it was definitely sick. And like having like a competition like that is like definitely needed, and if not like next year we should definitely do another one.
Yeah. So do you guys think like this event, this video contest really pushed scootering to another level?
Definitely.
Because it made you send it, and it was you guys were battling for what was it, $4,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what everyone else's mindset was going into it, but my mindset was just like send it.
Just send it.
It was like a week-long street jam. It was nuts.
Well, you were in
kids
France.
like hanging around and shit, so you can just send it.
France is like the capital of like street riding and scootering. I mean, there's so many French riders that are unknown. I've never heard of so many of them. There was one video, I think it was with what's his name, Louis Opel.
Yeah, Louis Opel.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually a part of the coalition.
Oh, okay.
No, he's from Denmark too.
There was the one video. Who was in it? I think Boris was in it, and that was really crazy. There were some riders I never heard of. Really thrown down.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Some of the, I feel like, local dudes from like the Dissidents warehouse, like in that area, were like a part of it. Like dudes that I never even knew of, that like totally like raised the bar. Like
they're crazy.
Yeah, when the video came out, like I don't know, everyone killed it so hard.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely brings some awareness to those guys who you never heard of, and they're in France, so they have the best spots in the world, and they got guys like JD, who's 6.5 feet tall and still sending it at however old he is. What is he, 26, 27?
Something like that.
He's getting old, but he's still giving it his all, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Did you guys like run into each other at spots at all, like into any other teams at certain spots?
Yeah, a handful of times we ran into other teams and stuff. I don't know, it was just like super cool, like seeing the other dudes, like of course like a part of the coalition, just like putting in their all, and it was their all.
What about the teams, Elliot? What, like your team?
Stacked.
What was it like just witnessing all of the carnage going down?
That was the gnarliest week of riding of my life, for sure. Like, just the tricks that happened. Because we had, like, different people from different, like, skill sets, like tech riding and fucking just gnarly big shit, and we had a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So it was like, I saw some of the crazy shit ever.
What was your favorite moment?
The Ice Pick Smith, Finger Whip, Manny, Smith, Bri Flip,
I think that was crazy.
He tried it for so long, and the whole time he was like not even getting the manual, and then he just did it.
Just out of nowhere.
It was so.
That's like always the way it goes. Like you're trying something so long, and you can't get like one part of it, but then when you do get it, like the rest just works out.
Yeah.
Dude, that was insane. Came together.
What was your favorite part? Like your favorite trick or moment that you witnessed during the coalition?
I mean, just like watching the premiere at the warehouse, like alone, just like all the 10 videos.
I didn't even think about that because
like,
people don't see that. They see you filming and they see the videos come out, but they don't realize that there was a premiere and that these videos were then voted on.
Yeah, by like everyone got a vote. You just couldn't vote for your own team.
Oh, okay.
And so there was just like a tally sheet and stuff, and you just selected one of the teams.
Wow.
And Yeah, I mean, it was put together really well. Props to Dissidents.
And was it only like riders and organizers that were able to vote?
Yeah, like I didn't even vote. Like filmers couldn't. It was just it was like the 10 teams of 4 riders, and so the 40 riders then voted for each other's team, not for theirs specifically.
Who'd you vote for?
I tied 3 teams.
You tied 3 teams.
Yeah. I couldn't make a decision. I know I voted for Logan's team.
Yeah.
And the French dudes, the Poppy Roots Boys team. And I forget the other team. I don't know. I was fucking wasted, man. That party was great.
It was a 3-way tie.
Everyone was drunk.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
Who'd you vote for? Oh, you said you couldn't vote.
Couldn't
You couldn't vote.
Yeah, no.
If you could, who would have it been for?
I would have voted for either Elliott's team or Martin Andre and Jake Sorensen's team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And their video hasn't come out yet, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
No,
I can't wait to
you're
see
in for
that.
a treat.
Yeah.
It was put together really well
I bet.
too. Like
I bet.
just a well-rounded video.
Yeah, that one was fun.
Well, that's awesome. So after Coalition, Zack went to Russia with the proto team and met up with the Kick Meat guys.
Yep.
What was that like? I
Dude,
it's
it was a hell of an experience, man. Like, I just did not know what I was getting myself into, really. Like, it was a good experience overall, but I don't know, I couldn't say that I'd want to go back. Like, kind of felt, like, vibed out just by, like, the people there, and, like, of course the language barriers, you know, hard. But, I don't know, it was a good time. Like, I feel like the scene over in Russia is just, like, kind of underdeveloped compared to here in the States. Like, they didn't really, like, know what was good, like, spot-wise. Like, they just didn't really go out and, like, search for spots and, like, take their time to, like find, like, all the good stuff, really, you know? They just knew of, like, ledges and, like, smalls and stuff like that. It's just, you know, like
rails and
like,
there's
there's
actual spots.
Exactly. Like, there's so many more, like, dudes here in the United States, just, like, in general, so many more scooter riders.
Yeah.
So they definitely, like, push each other more here than in Russia. You know, still a developing scene.
Yeah.
But
Do you see it growing into something like how it is here?
yeah, definitely. With Kick Meat, too, like, pushing it, like, and Kick Pro Scooters, I think it is, or Kick Scooter Shop. Yeah, Kick Scooter Shop, that's what it was, in Moscow. I mean, they have some shops over there, so it's definitely, like, a developing scene. But, yeah, like, so far from, like, what they were, like, like, doing, like, it's going in the right direction. That's for sure, you know?
And you were telling me when you would go to spots, you'd end up getting, like, kicked out instantly.
Yeah, for the most part, there's, like, pretty heavy security and stuff, like, at the Moscow Street Jam. Like, 3 out of the 5 spots, like, we ended up having to leave and stuff. But, I don't know, St. Petersburg, like, was before Moscow.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, there was a street jam there that was, like, pretty small, and, like, we didn't really have too many issues there.
That's good. And which one was it where it ended up, like, snowing during
That was
the
St. Petersburg.
That's crazy.
It actually snowed, like, 2 out of the 4 days that we were there. Not all day, but it was just super cold, and, like, a few of us got, like, sick and stuff when we came back. We just, like, had a cold, so
oh, man.
had to deal with it.
I feel like I always get sick when I travel, no matter what. Just because you're going from one place to another, different climates, and then you get back and you're just, like, dead.
I definitely was underprepared. I like, put on, like, 3 layers, like, a t-shirt, long sleeve, and my sweatshirt, and it was still, like, frozen, especially because I couldn't ride to, like, stay warm, you know? I was, like, filming this, like...
And you grew up here in California, so you're not really used to the cold.
Yeah, no way.
Well, that's good. It's, like, it's good to hear that places like Russia where you really don't hear anything coming out of it. They're growing, and
yeah.
they're going to get there eventually.
Definitely.
So, with that being said, Elliot, I really want to ask you, since you're one of the craziest dudes on a scooter, what do you think that scootering needs right now, like, to raise the bar up? And to get some more recognition?
Honestly, I just think more people need to send it. Just more people getting booked. I know people are going to hate on that, because, like...
Well, no, I tend to agree. I mean, I think people need to get crazy. I mean, there's only so many things you can do on something, you know, small or technical, and I know John Dev would argue with that because he's always inventing new combos and stuff like that, but I think to get that recognition and all that, you need to send it. People need to start really going for it. Bigger rails, bigger gaps.
Yeah, I mean, there needs to be 2 sides, obviously. I love John Dev's riding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love that style of riding. Just when everyone rides like that, that's when it's, like, overkill.
Right.
Like, you need, like,
And I mean, so a guy like John, he's on the forefront of it. He's
exactly.
kind of invented that style.
Yeah, he's invented so many tricks.
And yet he's still going to go 3-whip off a building.
Yeah, exactly, and he'll still send it. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I love. I fucking love that shit. I just want to see people, like, get bucked.
Yeah,
there's no
risk.
If we want an adult scene in scootering, we need an adult scene in scootering.
Right.
That's just the way it is.
Right.
Like, you gotta act like an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're getting paid to ride a scooter, like, I think you should be doing gnarly shit. Because you get paid to do something that most people wouldn't do.
Right.
And if there's no risk involved, then, I mean...
What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
I like that mentality.
You need, like, a little bit of everything. And I just think there needs to be more people getting bucked.
Well, I'm sure we'll see it. I'm sure we'll see it with guys like you guys sending it harder than most people. I mean, you, Zack, Logan, Matt McKean, everybody. I mean, there's guys out there that are sending it, and it's going to take you guys to influence the kids and get them to get on that same level.
But I mean, on that same note, you can only go hard for so long. And, like, with, like, little support from scooter companies, like, there's only a few companies that, like, you could, like, solely just ride your scooter for and survive. And, like, more companies need to, like, step up and, like, support their riders so that, you know, you're getting paid enough where if you get broke off and stuff that's just, like, part of the game. But if you're just, like, going all for broke and, like, not making shit, then, like, you know, you're going to grow out of it sooner or later.
Right. I mean, you get to an age where it's not worth it to send it if you have a full-time job, where if you get hurt, you can't do that job and you can't be paid. So really the companies need to support their riders to have them keep sending it.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, you guys are putting your lives on the line to represent these brands. I mean, you currently have a broken wrist that you're getting over right now.
And I mean, that's just because, like, for myself, like, I really want to, like, push the bar and, like, push the bar for scootering and, like, just, like, I don't know, put something out there that I'm, like, stoked to see, like, years later that, like, I was able to do and stuff. But, yeah, you only grow older, and you only get to that time where, you know, I had my glory, and that was that, so...
Well, I'm lucky enough to have a job in scootering, and so if I get hurt, it's not really a big deal. I mean, I sit in front of my computer all day. I can have a broken ankle or broken wrist.
Yeah, especially because it's not like a labor-intensive job.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
So.
I'm not packing orders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think brands need to step up, and also what we want to look for in the future is outside industry sponsors coming out. Like, you know, John just picked up a water sponsor. You too, actually.
Yeah.
What's the company called?
That's Alkaline Water. They're out of San Diego, and it was kind of like, I guess some guy came down into the scooter farm, and Tanner Wilson and John Deverin talked to the dude and kind of got him on board, and just like, you know, told him what was up with like the scooter industry, and then like, you know, there's like a lot of kids and stuff, and it would be like a, you know, good like promotion for his water company.
Well, it seems like they're definitely interested, and I know they've given you guys some cases already, but they sounded interested in paying you guys, which is great, because I mean it's good to come from a factory sponsor like Proto or like Ethic, but they can only pay you so much. And I mean, you look at skateboarding and BMX, the majority of the money that those guys are making is from Red Bull or Monster or Toyota or whatever their sponsor is.
Exactly.
So yeah, I agree that the companies need to step up, and then we also need to reach out and try to look for some outside industry sponsors.
Yeah.
Was it you that was telling me you contacted Weed Maps to try to get a sponsor?
No.
Who was that?
Badger Clip.
Oh, Badger. Badger contacted
That's because
Weed
his
Maps.
boy Began got the sponsor.
Yeah, and they told him they're not sponsoring scooters yet. Which is it's hopeful for the future.
Yeah.
And that'll be pretty cool.
It's fucking happening.
So speaking about sending it, Elliot, you got an Affinity part dropping soon.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, what your idea behind it was, and what to expect.
I don't know.
Giving
I've
it all
been filming
away.
for like a long ass time, and I just recently got an HVX. Before I had no camera, and then I got the HVX, and most of the videos long ones because I didn't have a fisheye, but that just made me send it more. So that's chill.
That's good.
I'm not really worried about
Big
it.
gaps look better on long lens.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I got just that coming out.
So look out for you sending it.
Yeah, just some
that's
couple
awesome.
senders.
Dude, that's so awesome. And so you got the Affinity video coming out, and then Zack, you've been working on, was it Proto DVD?
Yeah, like a proto full length. It's supposed to come out in like August, so I don't know. I've been filming for this project for like honestly, like ever since I got on Proto.
Uh-huh.
And then like slowly released like footage that wasn't going to make the cut for like my signature part promotional videos and stuff. And then
so you have even better footage stacked up than the wasted grippers and the wasted SCS.
Wasted SCS was like 50-50. It was like some stuff new that I filmed and then other stuff that is just not going to make the cut for the full-length video. And then the wasted grippers, that was just like a side project because that was all HVX.
It was a side project.
Brian Hillman. Yeah, I got that one done in like probably like 3 or 4 months.
You did that huge gap to rail for a side project.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, it was for my first signature part, you know, so I really just wanted to like put something out there that like kids would like see and want to support like the rider through.
Well, but it definitely caught the eyes of the viewers.
Yeah, thank you.
Damn.
But yeah, dude, I don't know, get hyped for the Proto full length. That's gonna be like super sick. Like, I think everyone will have a full part, and yeah, you know, I got cut off a little short with like the wrist injury, but I was kind of like sitting on enough footage, or have been sitting on enough footage for like a while now that it didn't really like interrupt that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that slowed you down at all. But it sounds like you've put together a good part for the full length.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Probably a few things like I would have wished I could have gotten there, but don't we all look back on video parts and like think you could have done a little bit better or got something else? So it's
so that's what the next one's for.
Yeah, exactly.
So if people want to see this Proto full length, where is it gonna be?
Well, it's not set in stone yet, but we're planning on premiering it at Chicago Street Jam this year.
Nice.
So hopefully that will come through and happen, because you know, having like a lot of the scooter industry like together, or like at least the Midwest scene is like, I don't know, it's a good outcome of like riders to like see the full length.
Yeah,
stuff,
totally.
so.
I mean, Chicago is like the mecca of like street riding in America. It seems that's where the majority of that culture is.
Yeah, thank you to Sky High and Outset and fucking Tilt and stuff for definitely like
they pushed it for the last few years, and
absolutely
it's made all the difference, and it's incredible.
It is.
So I think that's gonna do it for us today with Elliot and Arnold. This is the first episode of Big Facts.
Elliot and Arnold.
Elliot and Arnold. I mean Elliot and Zack. Two of my favorite riders in scootering. Talked about a lot today. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll let you know who's gonna be on the next episode. Thanks for watching.
Heard you told you a big old rat. Get you wet, that's a big old fat. That's a big old fat. Big old fat.